The Miami Dolphins are gearing up to face the San Francisco 49ers this Sunday, and while neither team's season has gone as planned, there's still plenty to play for. Both squads sit at 6-8, their playoff hopes hanging by the thinnest of threads. It's not just about the standings anymore, it's about pride, momentum, and proving something to themselves and their fans. The Dolphins find themselves in a difficult position. With 3 games left in the season, the odds of making the playoffs are staggeringly slim. According to NFL.com, they've got just a 4% chance of sneaking in. To make it happen, Miami would need to win out, while several other teams, like Denver, Baltimore, and Los Angeles, would have to falter in dramatic fashion. It's a tall order, almost impossible. But what kind of mindset does this team have going into these games? Are they still clinging to hope, or has the focus already shifted to the future? This stretch of games isn't just about the team's record. There's a lot on the line for individual players. Free agents looking to secure new contracts, rookies hoping to make their mark, and veterans fighting to prove they still belong. It's a proving ground. Even for the coaching staff, questions linger. Mike McDaniel has had to address his job security in recent weeks, and rumors swirl about potential roster changes, like cutting Calais Campbell to allow him to join a contending team. Still, with 3 opponents who all have losing records, a 9-8 finish feels achievable. That alone could shift the narrative heading into the offseason. Raheem Mostert will have a personal stake in this game. For him, it's a chance to face the team where he truly came into his own. His time with the 49ers turned him from a journeyman bouncing between practice squads into a legitimate NFL star. But this year has been tough. After breaking records and putting up career numbers last season, Mostert's production has dipped sharply. He's no longer the focal point of the Dolphins' running game, with Devon Achane taking over as the lead back and rookie Jalen Wright eating into his snaps as well. Mostert's stats this season don't reflect the player he's capable of being, just 244 yards on 71 carries and 2 touchdowns. It's a far cry from his explosive performances of the past. But playing against his former team could reignite something in him. A strong finish to the season might not erase the struggles, but it could solidify his spot on the roster next year. For a player at a pivotal moment in his career, this game feels like a turning point. The passing game will also be under the spotlight in this matchup, with 2 of the league's standout tight ends taking the field. Jonnu Smith has been a revelation for Miami this season. In his first year with the team, he's become Tua Tagovailoa's most reliable target, especially when plays break down. Smith's ability to gain yards after the catch has made him a critical part of the Dolphins' offense, and his career-best numbers, 70 catches, 740 yards, and 6 touchdowns, show how valuable he's been. On the other side, George Kittle continues to prove why he's one of the best tight ends in the league. He's been a consistent force for the 49ers since his rookie season and shows no signs of slowing down, even with the team dealing with significant injuries on offense. His 8 touchdowns this year are tied for the most by a tight end in the league, and he remains a nightmare for opposing defenses. The trenches will be just as crucial to the outcome, and for the Dolphins, Zach Sieler continues to stand out. He's been a rock for Miami's defense, building on his breakout season last year and showing no signs of slowing down. With 7.5 sacks and 15 quarterback hits so far, Sieler has the potential to set new career highs in these final games. His recent performances, 5.5 sacks in the last 5 outings, have been nothing short of dominant. Against a 49ers team that's been decimated by injuries in the backfield, Sieler has a prime opportunity to wreak havoc. If Miami's defense can shut down San Francisco's depleted running game, it'll force them to rely on Brock Purdy and the passing attack, creating more chances for Sieler to make an impact. Adding to the intrigue of this matchup is the history between the 2 head coaches. Mike McDaniel and Kyle Shanahan share a long and complicated relationship, having worked together for over a decade across multiple teams. Shanahan has been a mentor to McDaniel, and their familiarity with each other's styles adds an extra layer of drama to this game. When they last faced off, it was Shanahan who came out on top. For McDaniel, This is a chance to even the score and prove he's capable of outcoaching his former boss. This game isn't just another entry on the schedule, it's a moment for both teams to show who they are. The playoffs might be out of reach, but there's still pride and momentum on the line. For Miami, it's a chance to close the season strong, give their fans something to cheer for, and set the tone for what's to come.